and welcome to Studio
Set
Stage, a weekly podcast with us, Cynthia Mallard
and Marq, where we take you from the studio to the set to the stage
in the world of entertainment.
Hey guys, welcome back to Studio Set Stage. Woo! I'm your host, Cynthia Mallard.
And I'm Marq.
That's right, we are here. Hey there, guys. Good to see you, Marq.
Yes, indeed. It's great to see you, Cynthia.
Yeah, another week of exciting time. So like I said, ever since starting this podcast, it's like every day there is like, it's almost like, we need to be on like every day.
Oh, yes. I'm telling you, man. There's so many events, so many different things that's going on in the ATL. And again, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for listening to the podcast. We appreciate the love, and the feedback has been phenomenal.
Hey, don't forget, like I said, just like Marq said, we are on all social platforms.
Yes.
IG, Facebook, Twitter. You can find us everywhere, anywhere you get your podcast.
Yes, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, iHeartRadio, even on YouTube. So, man, there's no excuse.
Take advantage. So, so how was your week? I know we haven't talked since Friday. So, how was your week?
Very eventful. Very eventful. Like I said, everybody's getting ready for the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Super Bowl 53 is coming next week.
If y'all didn't know, we in the ATL, so we are here, and everybody coming to us for a change.
As they say, welcome to the A. Where everything is going on, and I tell you, man, they're expecting almost 150 to 200,000 visitors at the Super Bowl.
At the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Let me tell you, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm pretty upset. Ask me why I'm upset.
Well, why are you upset, Cynthia?
Because I don't have a house down there by that stadium. These folks is coming up. Reported like one lady rented out her house for like $4,000 a night. Yeah. And the people who booked are like, they're staying like that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. So she going to make what?
Yeah, she's making around close to $12,000-$14,000.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, it was so crazy, for those of you who may be like in China or wherever you are listening. Right. The lady is going to stay. She's taking her whole family, and they are staying in a hotel.
Oh, okay.
Got you. She's on the come up for, like I said, $12,000. Jesus
so
Christ,
I think
in 3 days.
She's going to be spending like $200 a night for a hotel. But in return, she's going to be making, $12,000 a night?
Yeah.
So I think that's a pretty good profit.
Yeah, that's a pretty good strategy. So anyway, that's why I'm upset about that, because I was like, man, I got to find some kind of way to come up. Everybody, when I say you're not in the ATL, this is what's going on. Everybody is trying to figure out, how can I make some money that particular weekend,
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, man. As they say, it's definitely real. It's definitely going on. And I tell you, people are just getting prepared, like the city of Atlanta. They're sponsoring several events around, to culminate, because they know not everybody's going to be able to make it into Mercedes-Benz, so they're going to have events around the city, and definitely it'll be a great time to just, really get into, the feel of what Atlanta has to offer.
You know what? You being very beautifully and correct.
I know.
What Atlanta has to offer. Let me tell y'all. Y'all are going to experience everything that we had experienced every single day from 8 a.m., 12 noon, 5 p.m. And I ain't talking about nothing but gridlock.
Right. The good, the bad, and the ugly, as they say.
Most times it's ugly. All ugly.
The traffic.
Let's be honest with you.
I'm telling you, man. They're saying if you're going to be downtown, Martyr is smarter. So definitely, guys, take Martyr. And, they're already going to be closing off, starting in the beginning of the week. They're going to be closing off a lot of major roads that lead downtown.
As
so,
always,
the only way you're going to have to get there, you're going to have to take Martyr, and you're going to have to be familiar with the routes.
You know what? I will also say to all you out-of-towners, like, don't come up in here rocking, like, your big doo-doo, like, did I say doo-doo? Yeah, the big doo-doo chain. Gold chains, and you new, and you're out of towner, and you on Martyr, because it's about to go down for real. So you need to go out looking poor as hell.
Wow, you said the doo-doo dookie chains?
I did.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm dating myself, but hey, whatever. But we are so happy. Super Bowl 53 is coming here to the ATL, and I had lots of like events I'm hearing. I know you on the music side, like I know you were like throwing up when you heard about Jermaine Dupri.
Yes, definitely. definitely. Kudos to Jermaine Dupri. This has been in the works for over the last, say, 90 days, but they were planning a big concert, a week-long concert that actually is going to start this Saturday.
Yeah, so he is planning. It's going down
at Centennial Park. And Jermaine, kudos again to Jermaine.
Jermaine, call me. Jermaine, call me. Call me. I need to be in the spot. In the spot.
Yeah, we can get some passes that'll be all world. But anyway,
I need all y'all to contact Jermaine Dupri right now and tell him that Studio Set Stage with Cynthia Mallard and Marq Dean.
Yes.
We need to be front center row.
Right, indeed.
At Centennial Olympic Park, right?
But definitely, everything kicks off, and they're going to involve all of the entertainers that's not only from Atlanta but from Georgia. Yeah. So it's going to be a week long, and it's free.
But I heard you couldn't even perform, right? It was a prerequisite, right?
Yeah, you had to be either from Atlanta or Georgia, but that's understood because you got to think about the rich community
history
that this entertainment, that Atlanta entertainment brings to the table. Mm-hmm. And, it's not just based here, but you're talking about entertainers that have made their mark worldwide. Atlanta is an international, worldwide staple when it comes to entertainment.
I heard that the Yin Yang twins gonna be in this thing.
Oh yeah, the Yin Yang and Goody Mob and Big Boy and I think Luda is doing some events. T.I., Jeezy.
Oh my God.
All of these guys are definitely.
Is 2 Chainz gonna be down? I'm sure he'll be around, but I'm not sure if he's performing.
If you are involved in part of the entertainment community, as far as ATL, as far as Georgia is concerned, this is the perfect weekend to, if you're in position, if you're able to go down to Centennial Park, the week-long event, put on by Jermaine Dupri. Go. But remember, smarter is smarter. Don't try to go down there and park.
That people in ATL be creeping, so be prepared. They be on the creep. What's so interesting is that a lot of people, like a lot of our friends that we know, they are holding really cool impromptu parties. So if you can't really get to the main shindiggy at Centennial Olympic Park, there's so many different parties that are going to be going on. I heard about we like to call it the less than a clean place, but it's not really that. Cheshire Bridge will be popping if you know about Cheshire Bridge.
Well, of course, all of the gentlemen establishments, as they say, and we're going to keep it PG, but definitely, that's part of the community.
That's part of ATL.
And they're going to have major events coinciding with Super Bowl celebrations, like if you're able to go and watch, they're going to have
watch the strippers,
watch parties.
Watch the dancers.
That's going to involve the
shouts out
entertainment,
to my girl.
if you will.
Out to my adult entertainers. Let me tell you something. Them ladies work hard. I mean, hard. And baby, they do some amazing things. So if you're in the city, definitely go by and patronize.
Yes, because again, it's entertainment.
That's right.
And like I said, with Studio Set Stage, it's entertainment. It takes you from the studio to the set to the stage.
Exactly.
And you will find some interesting sets.
Think about that
at the Gentlemen's Club.
Think about Cardi B. And don't forget, you got to get you some good chicken. You got to get you some good food if you're out of towner and you're going to possibly Onyx or Blue Flame or Magic City. Whichever. It's amazing how I knew all the names, right?
Yes,
but
it was.
But like I said, we here at ATL and it's going down.
Right. So. You left out a few, I did. Claremont Lounge is legendary. You have strokers and for that age range. If you're a little bit, as far as Social Security in that range, you got to do that. But anyway, a lot of major events, and you can go online, find out more information, and you can just Google it. But definitely out there, guys, be careful. It's going to be crowded, it's going to be saturated. So hey, keep your eyes open and have a good time. Most definitely.
Okay. Well, I know you wanted to talk about. I know, like I said, we were talking about the Super Bowl.
Yes.
But y'all, for those of you who are, and like I said, we say this every week. For those of you who are trying to get in the business, you're trying to stay in the business, and you're just trying to stay ahead of the game, right?
Yes.
We got a game changer. I know more music. Music is just on the forefront this week, particularly on Studio Set Stage.
Right.
I'm hearing that Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms announced a new initiative. Also, that's coming to the ATL.
Representative Erica Thomas.
Okay, there you go.
She announced plans this past Thursday to create the Georgia Entertainment Caucus.
Okay, cool.
And yes, indeed.
Awesome.
Yes, indeed. And also Catherine Bruton, which she's a vice president of creative services over at BMI, and making sure that I've got the labels correct.
We know Catherine Bruton.
Indeed.
Hey, Catherine. I interviewed her when I used to work for a particular station in the city, and I interviewed her for Black Music Month. And when I say she was a stand-up woman, she's a stand-up woman.
Yes, and she's been in the industry, a veteran for decades, and definitely has shedded light on the entertainment community, here, and not just here, but actually being able to display it as a international force.
That's right, and she's a boss chick. I got to put that in there. She's a boss chick. So,
but according to the report, the release that I saw, they're basically going to be creating dialogue that bridges the gap between politicians, entertainment professionals, and the community, and shares only during highly publicized. And these things are not always shared. These are always things that go behind the scenes.
Right.
But it takes that kind of building relationships, building those kind of bridges that help to create opportunities. Because in this thing is an end result.
Now that they created this thing, so it had to be an issue where they felt like a lot of the entertainers were being left out of certain projects. Like normally when things like this pop up, it had to come from for a reason. Like somebody was being left out.
Well, there's been a gap. They felt like they were being left out. Definitely, there's been a gap. Because with the policymakers, policy still, affects how you maneuver in the industry.
How you get your money.
Just recently they just passed with the national, Congress, they just passed legislation, the Music Modernization Act, which affects policy in how the industry maneuvers in terms of current things, current events. And so there is a gap, if you will, where hopefully with this caucus, it will bridge that gap to create dialogue.
I saw Ludacris's longtime manager Shaka Zulu was on.
Yes, Shaka Zulu is part of that.
Who else?
Also, senior vice president of A&R at Warner Brothers, Ray Daniels.
Oh, Jay Carter, I heard also.
Jay Carter,
One Music Fest, right?
Yes,
he's part of the caucus.
Part of it. Also, 21 Savage co-manager Kai Henderson, and producer Sean the Pen Garrett is some of the members. But they say they're going to be reaching out to involve people within the film industry because, like I said,
it's going to expand.
This area, Atlanta, is dubbed the Hollywood of the South.
Well, we influence everything. Right. I mean, come on. I mean, this is ATL. I mean, people call it ATL Wood or whatever the hell they call it. But but you know what? We influence everything. Like I said, we are not from Atlanta. I'm not from Atlanta. You're not from Atlanta. But we've been here for a long time, and we've worked in the industry for a while. And look,
after you've been here for a while, and like you said, you are experienced to certain things. You are
exposed.
An ATL.
That's right, baby.
So definitely ATL all day. Yeah. And kudos to, again, Representative Erica Thomas and Catherine Bruton for bringing this together. And hopefully this will be able to raise the visibility and the platform of the entertainment industry as a whole, as it relates to Atlanta and as it relates to Georgia.
Well, you know what? I can imagine that, like, when you think about the laws, right? And I covered the legislature for a long time at a television station I used to work for. Right. And a lot of times, a lot of laws and things are made, right? Lawmakers get in money or whatever. But the people that's actually doing the work are the people who don't know what's going on as far as the legislature and the laws are concerned. So, for instance, like you said, Shaka Zulu, Ludacris, like all the people who are actually making the music, who are actually creating the things that's drawing people to the state, like they're on the outside.
Well, the thing is just like you said, this thing is so saturated. So what you're going to see in entertainment, and that's the way it is by design, is the end result. Right. You don't really realize the process of where it starts. Or how did this project get greenlit? Or what?
Like you're the creative side. You're the creative side, but there's another side, like Representative, Erica Thomas. Those guys, they're in this chamber passing all these laws that affect you as a creative person, but you have no knowledge of it.
You don't have any knowledge of it at all. And so shedding light on that, and then again, going back to what we've always stressed here at Studio Set Stage is understanding that it is a business. And understanding those things can give you the right perspective as to how to maneuver and how to start and embark the right way.
And once we learn about it,
we do.
Right. And once we learn about it, then we our job, even when we began this podcast, is just to pass it on to you. Even if you're not in the business and you possibly have, maybe you have a son or you have a sister and you may want to even help them out.
Right.
You know, this is where you need to be checking every week here at Studio Set Stage.
Definitely. If you are an aspiring artist, someone that's aspiring to get into the industry, know that there's a plethora of different things that you can get into. It's too much. I mean, we could just run down the list, and man, it would probably take 4 or 5 different podcast episodes, and we still just running down a list of different things and opportunities that the industry bring. Just alone in the film industry, you're looking at a $10 billion industry, for film. And that's just here in Atlanta, in Georgia, what that brings. So, $10 billion is with a B, that's a lot of dollars.
That's a lot of money. And I think about it because it's so interesting. You mentioned like the film, but like just recently, like this last week or two, I had like 2 or 3 like auditions, and think about now, if I had 2 or 3 auditions, think about how many different characters, how many shows they're greenlit, how many actors or producers or gaffers that all these projects are looking for.
You're looking roughly at around maybe 300 to 350 projects that are either slated or in the process of going into production.
We were talking about this. We were talking about Bad Boys. Yeah, Bad Boys is shooting right here,
right now,
in the ATL. Lots of people got the screenshots of Will Smith and stuff like that, running back and forth in his scene. So shout out to Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, they just I think they're going into the next week in shooting. So awesome time. Like I said, many events that's going on. A lot of things are happening in ATL. So we want you to stay on top of it.
Yeah, what I'm kind of feeling a little bit some kind of way because one of the auditions I had, it was for The Resident, man.
Oh, okay.
And I love the show. Medical show, shooting here in Atlanta. I did not get a call back for the particular character, but that's what this business is. It's about going up for the opportunity. Maybe you don't get it, but you're getting the opportunity, so that when that opportunity comes again, you walk into the door.
Be prepared.
Exactly.
Right. And definitely with this thing, it's very practical. It's very hands-on. So you have to get acclimated to the process, guys. And Cynthia, kudos. Again, I want to say this to you. I haven't been able to say this, publicly, but I want to say that through it all, the process. 360 degrees, you follow through.
Well,
and
I try.
And that's a testament. And I encourage everyone. Even I share this as an instructor with my students that I teach in entertainment. The first step is being accountable.
Yeah.
Be accountable.
Yeah.
If you say you're going to do something, do it.
Or if you say you do it on IG or Facebook or whatever,
Definitely.
You got to be doing it in real life.
You got to be doing it.
I mean,
you have to do the work. You got to do the work because this thing is built on craft. But understand too, you've got to make sure that it's a business.
Hey, and I mean, we live in an age where people are on social media. Okay, we on Snapchat, we on talking about we do this and we do that, whatever. But you doing that on social media, like in your real life, outside of IG, outside of Facebook. Like, are you actually living that particular life?
Right. Exactly. I mean, and there are cheaper hobbies. Yeah. There are cheaper hobbies. So, remember that, if you're just doing this for a hobby, I tell people all the time, if you want to be a great musician, okay, you can learn how to play the guitar. You can go online. They have online courses. So you can learn in the comfort of your home and learn how to play a guitar.
Because you're actually doing it. That means you're doing it too, right?
You're doing it. However, if you're trying to do a career in the industry, in an entertainment business, you've got to understand it's the business.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to combine that. So, again, just due diligence, be accountable, and start doing the work.
do the work and actually do it. I'll tell you one thing that's doing it is, that's my best way of describing it. But we are in the midst. I know some of you guys have been wanting to see exactly what we were going to say about this next topic.
Yes.
It's called Oscars So Black.
Okay, Oscars
So Black. And of course, you know the reason why we say that Oscars are so black. I know many of you guys have heard that, like, there's so many black people who are nominated, so many projects with our people in it who did a fabulous jobs.
Yes.
I'm so happy. Like, I'm really overjoyed. Like, it's not me up there getting the award or being nominated, but you know what? It's our people. So it's like a win for one. It's a win for all of us. So, of course, like I said, talking about the Academy Awards, the Oscars, they're going to air live February 24th, 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC, and I am here for it. So lots of films, particularly Black Panther.
Yes. Wakanda Forever.
Yes, Wakanda Forever. So many nominations. Like, it's so much to actually get to. So let me just go ahead to top. So Best Picture, you know, black people, us, we are nominated for Best Picture. Black Panther, Best Picture, directed by Ryan Coogler. Of course, Green Book, which features Mahershala Ali. And of course, our boy Spike Lee is nominated for Best Picture for Black Klansman.
Right.
I am so happy for him, because you got to think about how many films, like amazing Oscar-worthy films, that he was not nominated for as Best Director.
History, yes, indeed. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, Spike, Malcolm X, for example.
Oh my God, that was a travesty. That
Do the Right Thing.
Exactly.
You know, even some people say, well, it's a cult classic, but his first film, She's Gotta Have It.
Oh
which,
my gosh,
just
amazing.
recently, I think a year or two ago, is now turned into a series that he produces on Netflix. So a lot of, you know, this guy is a legend in itself, and deservingly kudos to him for being nominated.
Now, he does have an honorary Oscar,
he does.
But he doesn't have a competitive Oscar. So like I said, we're wishing him so much luck and success in that category. Supporting actor, one of my favorite actors, Mahershala Ali. He is a Best Supporting Actor for Green Book. Now, if you remember, Mark Dean, he had won the Academy for his role in Barry Jenkins' Moonlight.
Right.
Remember Moonlight?
Right.
Exactly.
I remember that.
So
that was in 2017, right?
2017, and so he's back up for it. And I actually think in that category, Mahershala is actually going to win.
Yeah.
So,
a lot of people saying he's a shoo-in for that.
He's a favorite. He did win a Golden Globe too, leading up to this. So that sometimes is a predictor as to how the Oscars, and then sometimes it goes left with the Oscars.
A lot of people say that the Golden Globes is like a precursor.
It is. So supporting actress, moving on, our girl Regina King. Yes.
All right, Regina. Awesome.
She is nominated for If Beale Street Could Talk. So I don't know. I think she might get that one also, because she also won the Golden Globe some weeks ago too.
Yes, she did.
So big ups to Regina. You worked with Regina King, didn't you, for a minute?
I worked with her on the Being Mary Jane, as a matter of fact.
Very cool.
She directed a couple of episodes with that. That started Gabrielle Union and so forth. So great artist, you know, and she's been in the game for a long time too. So kudos to Regina.
So keeping on. So like I said, some of you guys who did not hear all of this, we are talking about the Oscars So Black. That will be. I basically just gave it a new name. Oscars So Black. That will be coming to your screen.
And that might be a new episode, a spinoff.
That's right. Studio Set Stage presents Oscars So Black. Yes. It's going to air February 24th, 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC. I am really excited about the Best Costume category, because a longtime costume designer and our sister Ruth Carter, she is nominated for Best Costume Design, along with Hannah Bleacher for Black Panther.
Right. Yes.
So, yeah.
Well, Black Panther, from my understanding, Black Panther leads the nominations.
It does
overall for the Oscars.
It does. It does. I'm so happy. But Ruth Carter, like I said, she did the costuming for School Days.
Really?
She did way back with 1988, I think it was. For
87,
school,
88.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So big ups to Ruth Carter.
See,
been in the game.
this is the thing. See, you get a lot of tidbit information that you might not hear anywhere else right here on Studio Set Stage.
Well, we drop dimes. We drop
but you know, that's what it is.
We dropping the dimes.
Because if you learn and if you know your history, you know, you can build on that.
You sure can. So, you sure can. And you know what? Also, these Oscars So Black nominations, it also is a testament to you get in the business, right? You may work on one project, but it may be 15, 20, 30 years go by, and you're at the top of your game, and you're working with the same people, you know? So it's just get your foot in the door. Get your foot in the door, you stay consistent, and you never know, you could be on the Oscar stage too when it comes to theatrics, you know?
That's the beautiful thing about it, you know, as unorthodox as this thing is, that's the trail. That's the trail. That's where it leads to. Because if you do a job, you do, and again, being accountable and doing that job, it can lead to the next thing. And then that leads to the next thing. And then that leads to the next. So, you know, you have to understand that's how you build your you know what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
well, I will tell you also another category, animated feature. I know that you like this one right here. Animated feature is the first time that an African American is nominated Best Director or Animated Feature, Best Feature by Peter Ramsey. He's the first Black nominee for that category. That's the best animated feature. So we have to give him a big round of applause.
Now that was the Spider-Man.
That was Spider-Verse. He's a Spider-Verse director. Exactly. Yes. So big ups to him. It's so many I want to get to that I definitely want to just kind of highlight. Original song, you've got All the Stars from Black Panther. That's by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. So hey guys, also original score, Black Klansman, Terrence Blanchard, he is nominated. So love that. And then of course, Black Panther, Ludwig Göransson. Is that how you pronounce his name?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm not that sure. I'm not that sure, but But also, last category that I want to talk about is adapted screenplay, Black Klansman. That's Spike Lee, of course. And then of course, If Beale Street Could Talk, Barry Jenkins. So just big ups to them. I am so excited. Like I said, this is Oscars So Black, the Oscars So Black moment. And of course, you heard it first here at Studio
You heard it first.
Stage.
Remember, right here on Studio Set Stage with Cynthia Mallard and Marq Dean.
But you know what? But I will tell you that a lot of people are, I mean, like I said, we're all happy and whatever saying Oscars So Black, but there's some pretty, opposition too, because you got to think about the snubs. Like a lot of people think that Ryan Coogler, he was snubbed. He didn't get any Best Director nod.
All right, he wasn't in that.
He wasn't. He wasn't, and also John David Washington.
Right.
Okay. He missed. They didn't nominate him for the Best Lead Actor for Black Klansman.
Right. I mean, and those things. As it goes on, you have to bring and shed more light to it, because in the past, they have been known, or the Academy has received that criticism for not being inclusive.
Inclusive enough, right? Exactly.
And you have to be inclusive because with current platform of entertainment industry, this is a global thing. So it takes more than just one thing to make the world go round. And especially as it results to entertainment. So, shedding light and bringing light to being inclusive, it actually expands, the industry.
Well, it seems like the Academy is actually they're trying.
Right.
It just seems like they are trying. But it also comes from us behind the scenes realizing that we need our Black directors to start making these films. We need our actors. We need the producers to be Black to create these Black films, right? To hire Black people, you know. So this is a testament to it also. So
expand the entire platform to where now, like you said, it reflects in the content, because that's where it's going. And those that try to deny it, it's undeniable.
It is.
So,
I'm so happy.
We're gonna have to keep building, keep working together. and doing what's doable to make sure that those things are met.
We got to push the envelope.
We got to push it.
We got to push the envelope.
You got to push it.
You know what? MLK Day just passed, whatever.
Yes, it did.
And I was just thinking, I am so happy that we have this podcast because we are using our gifts, right?
Yes.
To elevate other people. And that's what it's about.
Yes, it is.
It's not about, okay, let me sit here and just recite what King said, I have a dream. Now we are getting to the economic power.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
definitely.
my God.
Definitely.
Think about that. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, money isn't everything, but it's right up there with oxygen. This society that's built on capitalism, we've got to understand that. And so definitely when you first get the memo, when you get the memo that it's a business and you apply those things and those principles to your craft, not only you're doing a service, but you're making sure that you are building. Building and creating other opportunities.
We're building to the bag.
Yeah,
so, hey, don't forget, guys, like I said, we are on all social media platforms.
That's right.
IG, Facebook, Twitter.
Find us on iTunes.
Yeah.
iHeartRadio,
YouTube,
Google Play,
yes, everywhere, reach out anywhere you get your podcast. And like I said, we love it. You like, you comment, you share. I always say every week, send us some feedback.
Yes, thank you for all the love and support, and we appreciate it, guys. I am Marq Dean,
and I'm Cynthia Mallard. Studios that stage on us next week.
Take care.